Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am Sway. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. All right, friends. So today's video is actually a little special because it is a grocery haul video. And if you guys don't know what Sprouts is, let me just, before I jump into the haul, just, kind of give you guys a little bit of background. Okay, so I'll put it right here, like where Sprouts is located, the different states that they're in. So that way you guys can see if you have it before I tell you to run for the savings. Okay, so Sprouts is, the best way I can explain it is sort of like between a Trader Joe's and a Whole Foods, right? So it's like that type of healthier types of food, and the price point is between Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. So it's not like Trader Joe's prices, but it's also not Whole Foods prices. So it's like right in between. They also have really good deals. In general, they used to have like a 72-hour sale every weekend or every once a month, but then after 2020 it stopped. But I recently started going there again, and I realized recently that they always have really good clearance deals. And if you guys follow me on Instagram or even on Facebook, Sway's Deals, you'll notice that I usually post those little deals there. Usually get really good deals on eggs. Like last week, I got a really good deal on eggs. I think they were like the almost $9 carton, the organic eggs, and I got it for like $2.20, $2.25. Sometimes I even got it as low as $1.50. So they always have really good deals there. So I tend to go like earlier in the day before noon, before everybody rushes in for lunch hour. There's two locations that I like to go to, so I kind of hop between the two. But anyway, I found some really, really good deals that I wanted to share with you guys. And one thing I will say is the deals obviously vary by location, it really is vary by location, because it's more of like manager specials, or when they start marking things down. Some items are going to get discontinued, so they mark them down extremely low. Some items they just have overstock of, and then they know they need to move stuff like other stores do. But this one is really good because they actually carry, they give you a lot of deals on meats too. So let me show you what I got. I have it on a little stand. I don't like putting food on the floor. But I'll show you. I'll start off with this bag first. All right, so I grabbed 2 of the mango chunks. This is the, how much, what's the weight on this? It doesn't say. But anyway, these are the, from Mexico, the little cartons. These are $4.99 originally. I paid 99 cents per. And so the expiration date, they do expire this week, but obviously I'm going to be able to, I'll finish them this week. And obviously as long as you keep them refrigerated, things will obviously last a little longer. Or even if you want to freeze them and make smoothies with them, you don't have to just eat them like this. You could, throw them in the freezer and then save them for a smoothie. So I grabbed 2 of these, originally $4.99. I paid 99 cents for these. I was like, yes. And again, they have these types of specials all the time. It's not just at one location. It's every location marks stuff down. In fact, actually, one of the locations that I go to has a whole section at the very front by checkout. If you're in East Bay, California, it's the one in OAKLAND. The one on Broadway. They have like a whole shelving right at the self-checkout counter. So if you guys want to check that, they have like a whole section dedicated, but also throughout the entire store, you'll see like big red stickers that will say manager special. Like you can't miss it. Like you can see them right away. I also grabbed 2 of these. I was feeling very snackish, because I do get snackish at night. So I was like, oh, well, these will be great. So these were also $4.99. They had the watermelon ones too, but I was like, no, I'll stick with the melon mix. So again, these were $4.99 originally. I paid 99 cents. And I just want you guys to know about this store, because I know sometimes like we think, oh, these are super healthy stores, like they're super expensive, I can't afford anything in there. And I'm telling you, my friends, that is not true. As you guys can see, I've been scoring left and right. I've been going there regularly now for like 3 months. And every time I walk in, I never, and I can genuinely say that I never pay full price there. I always get meats for super cheap. I always get produce for super cheap. I always shop manager special there, basically. All right, so I have a bit of a sweet tooth. My friend is rubbing off on me. Well, technically I bought it for us to share. So anyway, so I got the cherry turnovers. This is a 4-pack. This was originally $5.49. I paid $3.84, which is not, excuse me, not like super cheap, but I mean, I think it's, less than $4. It comes out to less than $1 per. And I had them in the fridge. That's why they're a little, like, it looks a little foggy. But anyway, I got this one for, $3.84. So I was like, yeah. And they actually had a whole bunch of other ones too. And they usually also, today, well, I didn't get any of the, they usually have those pre-made meals too that you can just throw in the oven. I didn't get any of those. I didn't like the ones they had, like the ones in the manager special. But definitely, literally just check the whole store. Well, not the whole, well, okay, so check the meat section, check the produce section, the bakery, the pre-made meal section. Those usually are the ones that have the deals. And of course, check the eggs, because a lot of times the eggs will be on clearance or manager special. And it's not like they're going to expire tomorrow. No, usually with the eggs especially, they're usually good like for at least another week or week and a half, or the sell-by date. But the general rule is that eggs usually last about 6 weeks after the sell-by date. And of course, you can do the water float test. So if they float, they're no bueno, and if they sink, they're still good. So that's how you can check. But usually, I eat eggs for breakfast every day. So, and speaking of breakfast, actually, I'm a little coffee. My little coffee with my little calico mug. Actually, I found this at TJ Maxx. I think I found it last year or the year before. It's my only calico mug. And here's my little cam, my little Halloween cam. Which reminds me, quick side note, I'm gonna be doing a what's in my bins soon. Hopefully this weekend. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I need to figure out my social calendar because I have a few things going on this weekend. But so if you guys do watch me regularly, you guys know that I do decorate for Halloween and all the seasons. And if you are new, I do a lot of I do shopping blogs every single day. Food, home decor, just general deals, bargains. So so definitely hit the subscribe button, friends, if you are new. All right, and then the next bag, oh my goodness, friends, I'm so excited. I got Taylor Farms, the Brussels sprouts. This big old bag was originally $5.99. I paid 99 cents. I was like, what? This thing is huge. This is 2 pounds of the Brussels sprouts, fresh vegetables. I'm like, this is a good deal. You could roast them, air fry them, or microwave. Ooh, I don't know if I would microwave them. No. But Taylor Farms, I was like, what? Yes. The produce really blew me away this year. I was like, wow. And speaking of Taylor Farms, oh my goodness, I think this one was $6.49. I forgot where the receipt is, somewhere. But anyway, I think this was like almost $7. The tray, this thing, $6.99 or something like that. It was close to $7. I remember that. It was 99 cents. I was like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely finish this either tonight or, tonight or tomorrow. But anyway, this will be highly out. This will be gone. But yeah, this was originally $6.99. I want to say it was like $6.99 or something, but it was, I got it for $1 for 99 cents. So excited. And I'm telling you, friends, usually what I stock up on like crazy is on the meats, like chicken, beef, and all that stuff. And I just pop it throw it in the freezer. All right, this one is the range-free all natural chicken. You guys can see, okay, so the chicken usually has a little yellow tag, or the meats rather have a yellow tag. So the meats and the sandwich, or the pre-made meals and sandwiches usually have a big yellow tag. That's how you know it's a manager special. So these are gonna go into the freezer right after this video. This was originally $9. I paid $5.79. So yeah, this is the chicken breast. It says air chilled, no antibiotics, free range. So it's, like the healthy stuff. And it's 1.19 pounds. So yeah, originally $9. I got it for $5.79. I was like, yes. And they usually have, sorry friends, they usually have a lot of meats, always on clearance. Like never, like Sprouts is really good about that. Like they always have good deals on meat. So if you're on a budget, and what's funny is that one of the Sprouts that I go to is right across the street from the grocery outlet. So it's very convenient. So I'll pop into grocery outlet to Sprouts first, see what they have, grab my clearance deals, and then go to grocery outlet. So what I can't find, well, I'll get the good stuff at Sprouts, the meats and stuff, and then I'll go over to grocery outlet and then get the balance. All right. The other one that I got was the authentic pollo asado, and this already has like their seasonings and little veggies in there. So this was $8.13 and I paid $5.28, so it was 35% off. So this one's I'm probably gonna make this one tonight. So I'm not gonna put this in the freezer because it's got little veggies. So I'll probably just eat this one tonight. But I'm telling you, friends, I always score on meat. Every time I go into Sprouts, like the other like produce, eggs, it's always like, sometimes you'll score, sometimes you won't. But with the meats, which is one of the more expensive things to buy at the grocery store, I always get a really good deal. So I wanted to let you guys know about that. Definitely check out Sprouts. Another store I'll tip you off on is Target. Although lately they haven't been as good with their markdowns on meats. Usually that's where I would go to get my clearance meats. Usually they would mark it down to about 40 to 50% off. Sometimes I've gotten really lucky. I'll get the big giant chicken trays for like less than $4, and they're usually like between 18 and 20. But usually I'll get like the beef patties. I'll get those like pre-seasoned pork or chicken between 40 and 50% off. But lately I've noticed the last like month or so they've been only marking it down like $2 or $3, which is why I haven't really been going as much. Because Sprouts usually I'm guaranteed to get better pricing now at Sprouts, but still check your Target and see, what kind of deals they have. And I will tell you guys, okay, so how Target works is usually about 2 days before the sell by date, it doesn't mean when it expires, but the sell by date, usually that's when they mark them down. And if you don't see, a little sticker over it with a new price, just simply ask an employee, hey, can you scan these and print a new a markdown sticker? And they will, because I've done that before. Because otherwise, because I said, well, what happens if you don't sell it? Oh, we just throw it out. So they'd rather sell it, obviously, than at a lower price than throwing it out and not making any money at all. I mean, of course, they still like write it off, but they rather sell it than having to write it off. So even if it's not marked down, but it is like 2 days before the sell by date, just ask somebody and they'll do it for you. And I do that all the time. Don't be shy, because you know what? You're there to save money and they understand too. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. But definitely check out your Sprouts. And if you do go there and find some deals, share with me. Let me know. Send me a message on Instagram. Send me some pictures. I want to feel like I'm saving too. But I really do love these deals, friends. And I wanted to make a special video just so you guys know about Sprouts. Don't be intimidated if you feel like this is an expensive store. Go in and just, bargain shop like anyone, like no one's going to judge you. Don't feel weird about like looking for the clearance deals. Yeah, my whole cart's, filled with yellow tag items. I don't care, like it's my money, so we're all trying to save and make our money stretch. And a lot of times I end up sharing some of these deals with my friends, my comadres or my sweet tooth friend. Just if I grab extras, especially eggs and stuff, it's easy for me to be like, oh, here's a carton, or if I will tell them beforehand, hey, you want to grab your stuff, and then, you can pay me back. So, yes. But friends, thank you so much for watching this little video. I will be back later today for more amazing content. So have an amazing, wonderful day, and I will see you guys on the next one. Stay blessed, my friends. Ciao.